I love how everyone acted surprised when I released the original Chicago call-out video. It should have been very well known by then just how free your city was. There was one person in particular who showed how bad the Windy City was, one person to expose you all as the frauds you were. This one person became somewhat of a celebrity in your sad excuse of a scene. How, you scrubs asked, could this one person win every Chicago tournament he attended? And to answer that question, he would pull out his most famous one-liner. On your PR, Big Mac is 10, Bo is 9, Demeter's 8, Neat 7, Dan 6, JT Wild 5, Shell 4, Free Beast 3, and JJ 2. And so I ask, why is a Wisconsin player number 1 on your PR? Whenever this man beat you noobs, absolutely demolished you and your stocks, he would smile smugly and say the statement I think describes Chicago players perfectly. GG. Too easy. You see, Chicago isn't just free, it's easy. Too easy. I bet you thought Akira made your city look good, but the fact that he beat everyone pretty solidly tells me otherwise. The first time he said that phrase, he said it in his sleep. Chicago players are so free that Akira can beat them in his sleep. The moment a Chicago player sits down next to him, everyone already knows the outcome. I bet Akira doesn't even like you weeaboo nerds and only hangs out with you on Facebook to make fun of your scrubby unskilled play. Remember that Akira left your scrubby butts behind to play and practice against people who could actually recover and tech, didn't lose their second jump, and weren't easy as a children's book to read. Chicago is so horrendously bad that even his Lucina could destroy you all. I imagine that for him. Being in Chicago must have felt like facing a never-ending barrage of 4 glory monsters. There's a reason why he moved to Wisconsin and, in fact, he hinted that he was getting fed up with Chicago's freeness as early as March. Do you see this picture? This picture is him saying this will be me driving away from you good for nothing weeaboos if you don't step it up. But no one got the hint. Chicago kept on being terrible and Akira kept on winning. He hoped one day that maybe someday someone would challenge him, but no one ever did. Nowadays, Akira is happier that he doesn't have to deal with scrubs asking him how to avoid the floppy fish or how to avoid cheek sweets put up smash and up B. Akira only allows himself to be sponsored by E2C because he likes the fact that he is still taking Chicago's money while not having to play any of their hopeless players. Seriously, Chicago, ask yourself when the last time Akira went to one of your events was. He skips out on the E2Cs and even avoided going to save the space animals because of the campy ass me tonight who spams F smashes is the closest thing to a competition that he has. He figured that it wasn't worth his time. Chicago is lucky that Akiro is feeling generous this month and decided to go to E2C20. That is if he still thinks it's worth the trouble of fighting Chicago scrubs to lose to Anti. Akiro isn't even that good and he still destroys you. For example, take a look at this and tell me that Akiro is among the best in the Midwest. That's really all I have to say about Akiro and Chicago for now. Thanks for watching.